All right, on to the fucking Krabby Patty video. Here we go.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Food Theory, the channel that's here to correct the culinary mistakes of our past. In case you've been living under a rock, which honestly would be on theme with this particular franchise.
Matt, can you please change the picture that you use, the PNG photo that you use for every single fucking video ever? I love your vids, Matt Pat, unless they piss me off, which a lot of them do, but can we use a different PNG?
SpongeBob SquarePants is the iconic Nickelodeon cartoon all about a yellow sponge flipping burgers for minimum wage. It's got musicals, it's got memes, but most importantly of all, it's got the single most legendary food mystery in all of television, the Krabby Patty secret formula. See, SpongeBob isn't just flipping burgers, he's flipping the burger, the be-all.
I used to dream about trying a Krabby Patty. Like, when I used to watch SpongeBob, I used to sit there and be like, that shit must slap. If there is a man dedicating his life to figuring out what the fuck is in that thing, it must be the greatest fucking burger you have ever fucking witnessed in your entire life.
End-all in underwater quick-serve concoctions. It's a burger beyond compare. A patty so good that it holds together the fabric of reality.
That burger looks disgusting now. That is the biggest. Is that a tomato or an onion?
Krabby Patty is what ties us all together. Without it, it will be a complete breakdown of social order. Dark times are ahead. Dark times indeed.
Seriously? Aren't you overreacting a bit?
No restaurant has ever seen lines this long.
Excuse us, we'd like 3,000 Krabby Patties, please.
Unless, of course, you're talking about Mr. Beast Burger, but then again, it's because every bag has like a chance of containing, what, $10,000 in it or something? The Krabby Patty's able to do it on flavor alone. This thing is to...
Nah, the Mr. Beast burgers aren't even that bad, bro. Have you ever had one? I had one time, and it was actually seasoned pretty well. It's just a straight cheeseburger. They're not bad. I mean, they're not like the best burger I've ever had, but they're good.
Die for. Literally based on this guy who's about to die from consuming too many of them against doctor's orders. I mean,
Mr. Beast burgers suck ass. Well, here's the issue, is it's a ghost kitchen, right? So if you order a Mr. Beast burger, it could be awful from one place and really good from the next. You know what I mean? Like, even though they're using the same ingredients and they're ordering things, it's prepared not by, like, a facility like a McDonald's. It's prepared by, like, people in a ghost kitchen. So if they fuck it up, it could be bad.
You love it so much, why don't you marry it, right? Oh wait, that's actually less of a joke than I think. But what makes this patty so good? Well, in the show, it's kept as a secret. A secret that...
When's the Mr. Beast burger video coming out? Never. Got put on back roll.
Not even the loyalist of employees knows.
How can we make more Krabby Patties without the secret formula?
You've got to have that formula memorized by now.
The employee handbook clearly states, and I quote, "No employee may in part or in whole commit the Krabby Patty secret formula to any recorded, written, or visual form, including memories, dreams, and/or needlepoint."
Curse you, fine friend.
Now, at face value, this shouldn't be too hard.
I also really don't think it should be hard to fucking copy a Krabby Patty. All he has to do is get a Krabby Patty. That always astonished me, even when I was 8 years old. How Plankton failed to just get a Krabby Patty. Not only could he not steal the formula, he couldn't get a Krabby Patty. All you would have to do is just pay somebody $20 to go buy a fucking Krabby Patty and hand it to you. He tried stealing the patties and failed. Dude. Pay someone $20 and say, go buy this Krabby Patty for me and hand it to me. And now he has the fucking Krabby Patty. Now he has the formula.
To figure out, right? I mean, it's just a hamburger.
He tried everything. No, he didn't.
Get yourself some ground meat, slap some seasoning in there, and call it a day. Heck, the show even tells us exactly how to assemble the burger.
I can't put a patty on a bun with lettuce, cheese, onions, tomatoes, ketchup, mustard, pickles, and top bun to...
Yeah, really the only discrepancy is what is the patty made of. Because all the other shit you could get, right? Lettuce, tomato, onion, cheese, and ketchup. And then bread. It's for kids. I don't get... No, actually, it's not. Actually, I'm going to ratio the fuck out... Actually, I'm going to ratio the fuck out of you here, okay? SpongeBob was originally made for adults. So you're wrong.
Together in that order.
But remember, we're not talking about the condiments, but rather the
That's false. It's not. SpongeBob was originally made for adults and it originally aired on Adult Swim, but the producers realized they had a very wide youth audience. Nickelodeon got it. One quick fucking Google search.
patty itself. That is the lingering mystery in this thing. And for not just one, but 2 decades, the truth behind the Krabby Patties managed to elude even the best minds. Rival business owners are risking life, limb, and cute teeny antennae in their attempts to find out what makes this perfect patty stand out from the rest.
I'll take one secret formula to go.
And today, I've got it. Call me Plankton, but I think I solved it. After reviewing all the footage as well as reading tons of interviews, I think I've got it locked in. The definitive recipe for the patty. Let's just say we've all been wrong about what's inside of it for a long time. Now, if you're subscribed to my other
I
channels...
can't wait for Matt Pat to come out with the most outlandish conspiracy theory ever fucking made about what is in this patty. Look at me. I hit my... Dude, I literally just gave myself an imprint because I went like that. Anyways, I can't wait for him to come out with the most outlandish conspiracy theory about what is in this patty. What do you think he's gonna fucking say? He's gonna say it's horse meat or some shit.
You've probably noticed this isn't my first time taking a crack at the old Krabby Patty mystery. And if you're not subscribed to those, here's your friendly reminder to do that now. I actually covered this exact topic over on
Crab meat? That's cannibalism.
Film Theory a few years ago, but to be honest, I wasn't all that happy with how the episode turned out. At the time, I concluded that the whole secret ingredient thing was just hype, a god-tier level of marketing genius coming from none other than Mr. Krabs himself. But it just never sat right with me. I mean, no amount of marketing is ever gonna make someone do this.
Oh, this episode specifically. I remember fucking... Dude, this would make my mouth water. This would make my mouth water, dude. I would fucking mac most of these burgers, dude. I was watching Squidward just fucking house 100 of them. They gotta be that good, dude. The one clip where he takes a little bite and it zooms in.
At least I hope not. But we're older now, wiser, and most importantly, we have ourselves a legit...
Maybe there's like drugs in them. Maybe that's the conspiracy theory. That there's like fucking an addictive fucking substance in the burgers. Yeah, they put like cocaine in them.
Food channel. It is now my literal job to figure out how recipes work, which means I'm ready to finally tackle this topic with fresh eyes. Step aside, Mr. Krabs, because your secret is out. Let's start by looking at the moments in the show when we've seen the secret formula on screen. In the episode Spy Buddies, we actually get this look at the supposed secret formula. It's got math.
X minus 2 plus 1 equals patty.
Got molecules. It's a formula, all right, but for what? The formula reads quantity x minus 2 plus 1 equals Krabby Patty. The variable here, though, is x, not Krabby Patty. And if you solve for x, we actually get this. X equals Krabby Patty plus 1. Krabby Patty plus...
Yo, he really making fucking Algebra 1 math seem like calculus.
Something. This isn't a formula for Krabby Patties. It's the formula for something made with Krabby Patties. I'm assuming it's the Krabby Patty with cheese.
Hold on, I gotta see if I remember how to do math. I haven't done math in forever. To solve for x... Wow. To solve for x... Minus x... Bro. Oh my god. It would be minus x plus 2. Minus x plus 2. No, you just minus 1. Oh, God, dude. How do you solve for x? Hold up. Dude, I took calc and got a 98. I haven't done math in 3 years. You're dumb as fuck. Shut up. Hold up. Let me figure out how to do this. If I'm solving for x, so the variable is x, so the Krabby Patty doesn't exist. I would go minus 1, so it'd be negative 1. So it'd be x minus 2 equals negative 1. But that's in parentheses, so could I just do plus 2 plus 2? And then that would be x equals 1.
Something that we can clearly see.
Is that wrong? No, x equals Krabby Patty plus 1. Because the patty wouldn't change. Okay, I did it. Yeah, fuck you guys. Somebody said square root it. You don't have to square root it. What? That would square root it would be if it's x to the second power, idiot. That would be if it was fucking x minus 2 to the second power. You would square root it. I know math. Everybody called me a fucking idiot. Somebody said the N-word in my chat. Ban them.
+1, Krabby Patty plus something. This isn't a formula for Krabby Patties, it's the formula for something made with Krabby Patties. I'm assuming it's the Krabby Patty with cheese, something that we can clearly see is offered by the Krusty Krab. For the real Krabby Patty secret formula, we need to turn to a different episode, Krabby Road. In this episode, we get a direct look at a portion of the ingredients list, and it is
That's not English. GD's Jesus. 4 cups. Exuvagil, 1 tablespoon.
absolute gibberish. I'm not kidding. 1 teaspoon of Zwaschweigel. 4 cups of Gershkirsch. Chopped diffre. You might think that all these random letters are a code or a cipher, but nope, it's not. I've tried. The internet's tried. It really is just someone slamming their hands on a keyboard. Well, hold your seahorses, because when asked if the crew purposely hid the names of the ingredients to not reveal their true identity, executive producer Vincent Waller said this. Yes. He did say more than that.
Wow, a 91 like Twitter fucking post from 2019.
Though he continued with, the formula shall always remain secret. This is huge because it confirms that while these gibberish words aren't the real ingredients, this is the real—
There is no real fucking formula because it's a goddamn cartoon.
recipe with real measurements. Looks like someone may have overplayed their hand there, Mr. Executive Producer. So let's break it down, shall we? At first glance, these mysterious ingredients may look to be unidentifiable, but look again. 4 cups of gish gish? That is a lot of whatever that ingredient is. Clearly, 4 cups of something is gonna be the patty's base. Next up, we have diffge chopped. Well, I'm no expert in diffge, but I have read enough recipes at this point to know that it's actually really common to see a whole onion listed as just onion instead of one onion. And what do you know, but onions are normally seen as chopped when used in patty recipes. That then leaves us with the ingredient that only needs 1 teaspoon. Surely I can't tell what it is just by looking at the formula, right? Right. Yeah, honestly, there's no way to tell what this is based on the scene. However, we're not just limited to this one scene, there's plenty more information at our disposal. In the episode Friend or Foe, we flash back to the origins of the Krabby Patty. You see, this miracle food began—
That looks disgusting. Like, the cartoon Krabby Patty looks fine. This looks fucking gross. Like, this is— I would not— Would you eat this burger, chat? This is like that burger that you order, and then you're like, oh, why did they just give me, like, literally a pound of fucking ground beef? That's a burger where I'm like, this is too big. That looks gross. And you already know that the fucking bottom bun would be soggy.
As something known as the Plab Patty, a patty co-created by both Mr. Krabs and his once business partner turned rival restaurateur Plankton. In the episode, we learned that the pair worked tirelessly to craft the perfect burger, and the result was awful.
The Plab Patty was proven to be disgusting, dangerous, and diabolical.
However, in a stroke of pure luck, a series of ingredients fell into the mix which would turn this bad patty into a fab patty, and thus culinary history was made. But what were those secret ingredients? Well, it's at this point that I should probably mention Bikini Bottom Mysteries, an official SpongeBob spin-off uploaded here on YouTube.com that investigates some of the most mysterious parts of the show's lore. Seems like a good source of information, right? It is an official extension and all. Well, that's what I thought, so I decided to check it out. In their episode covering the Krabby Patty secret formula, they focused a lot on this moment of the ingredient.
Bro, that's literal glass falling into a fucking pot.
Falling in. But their conclusion wasn't what you'd expect. They say that the Krabby Patty formula never changed from the original Plab Patty formula.
That's right. The Plab Patty batter was never changed at all.
The narrator then goes on to say that none of the ingredients that fell into the goop actually mixed with the original formula.
They were never even taken out of their bottles.
Okay, why is this some slow-mo conspiracy video? I said that immediately. You can— any human that has sight can see that the fucking bottles didn't fucking open and the shit didn't fall out.
never able to mix with the rest of the batter.
Excuse me? We know for certain that at least some of them did. Look at that open bottle. Look at the new reaction that people have to the reformulated burger. It cannot be the same. The narrator then has the gall to tell us that there were 6 mystery ingredients that fell into the Plab Patty mixture, when clearly there were 7 bottles and jars on the shelf.
But newly uncovered footage reveals a shocking truth about those 6 ingredients.
In short, the evidence...
It is 6 ingredients, you fucking idiot. Those are 2 of the same bottles, Pat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's that. You wouldn't say 2 onions fall in, that's 2 ingredients. That's 1 fucking ingredient.
6 ingredients.
In short, the evidence heavily suggests that this guy is an unreliable narrator, withholding information and outright lying to us to protect the secret formula. He's gaslighting us in the hopes that we lose the patty's scent. So let's instead take a closer look at what we actually see fall into the Plab Patty mixture. First, we can clearly see that the Krabby Patty contains chili peppers. Notice the long red here with the little caps of green. This tells us that the Krabby Patty is going to have itself a bit of a kick. Next, we have ourselves a bottle with lit fire on it. Well, this could certainly be an additional hot sauce. Those bottles tend to feature pepper imagery more than fire imagery. When it comes to fire, that more frequently appears on bottles of liquid smoke, which would give these grilled patties a bit more outdoorsy wood fire flavor. Next up, this one right here has got to be breadcrumbs. Not only are they a common binder used in...
Bro, that could be seeds. If you had to tell me what I think that is, I would say rice. I would say rice or fucking sesame seeds. That could be relish. Yeah, that could be fucking anything, Pat. That is a wide assumption to say that's breadcrumbs. Seaweed. Yeah, that could be fucking nothing. That could be anything.
A patty making process, but more importantly, look at the structural difference between Plankton's chum burgers and the Krabby Patty. Planktons tend to ooze around and are generally shapeless blobs of ground meat. The inclusion of breadcrumbs, though, would help the patty maintain its structure, which now leaves us with 4 unidentifiable ingredients that literally give us no clue and look practically interchangeable. If only there was another episode out there that mentioned 4 almost identical ingredients. Oh wait, there is. In the episode The Great Patty Caper, because apparently the first episode titled Patty Caper wasn't enough, the ingredients turmeric, salt, flour, and barnacle shavings were explicitly confirmed to be part of the Krabby Patty recipe.
We start with flour. Next we add barnacle shavings. We do the next one together, eh? Sea salt.
Now, one of those things is clearly not like the others. Barnacle shavings? What's going on there? Well, believe it or not, but while it sounds pretty gross, in reality, barnacle shells are just calcium. And calcium is actually really good for fish. This is what's known as...
Do you think he does the research himself? Like, he has, like, 7 channels. I'm like, he is not fucking... I feel like he just reads the script and has somebody else do this.
Fortification, and it's no different than your eggs having added vitamin D or your water having added minerals. Like humans, fish need calcium to build their bones. Not a lot, but some. Like, say, maybe a single teaspoon? Thought I'd forgotten about that one, hadn't you? Well, I didn't. And a small amount of barnacle-shaved calcium can go a long way.
That is more than a teaspoon.
So that then takes care of our gibberish ingredients list, as well as the 7 jars that we see fall into the Plab Patty vat, which leaves us with the last and possibly most disturbing ingredient to be hiding in your Krabby Patty, chum. In the episode Friend or Foe, we see that it's definitely part of the recipe. Even in Bikini Bottom Mysteries, they close out their episode with the reveal of chum.
Is that they each contain an entire pinch of chum. That's right. The very same repulsive ingredient used at the chum bucket.
Now, if you aren't up to date with your fishing lingo, chum refers to the ground mixture of fish and blood that's used to attract a larger...
Why did I never know that? I've literally chummed before. I never made that connection that chum is just chopped up fish. Oh my God. I've literally been chumming before you go fishing. I've never made that fucking connection that chum from the chum bucket was chum like chopped up fish shit. Or not shit, but like shit meaning their bodies.
Predatory animals like sharks, which just doesn't seem right, does it? Is Mr. Krabs really selling his customers the ground-up remains of their fellow fish? Are fish secretly cannibals? Is that why they love the Krabby Patty so much? No, no, and no. A very small minority of fish will eat fish parts. Cannibalism is only present in approximately 1% of all fish, and the Krabby Patty clearly...
Yeah, but if you were a fish or even a human and you didn't know you were it's not like they have, like, an error code where they're about to bite the Krabby Patty and go, I detect one pinch of chum. Like, no, they're gonna fucking eat it.
Really casts its
NGL for the sub, Doge for the 5 biddies. My son and I love your content. He's 10, I'm 41. Keep up the good work. Dub. I'm glad y'all like my content. And Piss for the sub. Piet for the sub. Caleb for the 3 biddies. Damn, I missed a bunch of bits. Oh, wait, no, I didn't miss that one.
A wider net. But even more importantly, we have irrefutable evidence that the Krabby Patty is vegan. The patty itself, mind you, the actual sandwich is vegetarian because it contains cheese. Anyway, according to the show's creator, the late Steven Hillenburg,
what the fuck? Steven Hillenburg died?
Krabby Patty contains no animal parts. It's also been confirmed by a current executive producer, and if you have any doubt about it, here in the sponge...
There's no meat whatsoever. It's a fucking vegan patty.
Also been confirmed by a current executive producer. And if you have any doubt about it, here in the Sponge Out of Water movie, we get a close-up of the Krabby Patty being made in real life.
Oh, dude, it's got carrots in it. Oh, stop. I'm not eating it. Never mind. Never mind. Ew. Never mind. Krabby Patty don't look good anymore. Oh, God, dude, it's got carrot bits in it.
Right there has the signature puck shape of a veggie burger, meaning that the base of the Krabby Patty isn't beef like everyone tends to assume. Instead, those 4 cups of gish gish are more likely to be beans. Faba beans.
Just straight up beans?
Beans, to be exact. According to Dr. Gavin Ramsey, fava beans have the potential to be great protein sources for fish. But, just like we see with beef, too much of a good thing is not always a good thing. Other studies have shown that eating too much fava bean can actually be bad for fish. Sound familiar? Like maybe someone getting sick enough that they die from consuming too many Krabby Patties against doctor's orders?
Squidward low-key thick, though.
Maybe someone getting sick enough that they die from consuming too many
Wow. Yo, he got the butt in the front.
Krabby Patties against doctor's orders? This does leave us with one major question, though. How could the Krabby Patty be a plant-based patty but still contain a pinch of
Nah, that clip made me fucking hungry as shit.
Be a plant-based patty,
oh my God, dude. One thick bite. You know those patties soft as hell, too. You got that mush. Fuck.
But still contain a pinch of chum. Those two facts seem directly contradictory, but both are coming from irrefutable sources. Well, even though the word chum refers to a mixture of fish guts, by definition, it can also refer to chopped up vegetable matter. Vegetable matter, like the true secret ingredient in all of this, red algae. You see, one of the main problems with the Krabby Patty being vegan is that plant-based patties lack the natural juices that come from meat patties. And without added sugar, it's also challenging to get those patties to brown.
Oh! Nah. Yo.
But both of these are well-established characteristics of the Krabby Patty.
Those look horrid. Those look good as fuck.
Patty. They're to get
you
those
think
patties.
Those look bad? I would eat the fuck out of those. Those look so good. I love thin. Do you like thin or thick burgers? I love thin burgers, dude. Oh my God, like a fucking triple stack.
To brown. But both of these are well-established characteristics of the Krabby Patty. They're juicy, they brown nice. So we know that there's gotta be something more at play here, and that is where red algae comes in. Thanks to research out of Yamoja, a marine ingredient startup based in Israel, vegans can now experience all the crisping, browning, and bleeding goodness that make meat lovers go wow. By using a specific strain of porphyridium, a type of red algae, Yamoja has created a plant-based meat substitute known as onion. When cooked, onion changes color from red to brown, emits a meaty aroma, and has meat-like juices that don't just congeal, they crunch. That is to say, the outside of the burger develops a pleasant, crisp texture when cooked, just like we see happening in the show. Also, this is far from being the first time that we've heard of red algae being consumed for food. If you're a fan of sushi, you're probably familiar with nori, the thin black sheets of seaweed.
What I always find weird is, like, the majority of vegan, like, foods where it's, like, a lot of protein are usually imitations of meats. Like, why? Why not just make it something that tastes good that's vegan? You know what I mean? Why are we trying to make it taste like a cow if eating cow is fucked up? And eating cow is bad. Why not make it just taste good by itself?
commonly used in sushi rolls. This seaweed is actually a type of red algae. In fact, in the episode Friend or Foe, they outright confirm that seaweed sauce is part of the patty's original recipe.
You're the one who put too much seaweed sauce in the burger!
So why is Mr. Krabs so dead set on keeping the Krabby Patty secret formula a secret? Is it to avoid competition, or is it because he's scared of what his customers might think? Mr. Krabs is far from a fool when it comes to business, and he knows that people are notoriously skeptical when it comes to plant-based meat products. He wants to make sure that his burger stays the success it's always been.
If I ate a plant-based meat product and then I thought it was good as fuck and I thought it was a cow and you told me it was a plant, I would still eat it. I would be skeptical maybe initially, but I would still eat the fuck out of it. Like if it was good and then you told me what it was and I was like, oh, kind of gross, I would still eat it if it tasted good. My dad did that with me with calamari when I was like 10. He told me they were onion rings. And I was like, these are some fucking crunchy, these are like some chewy, crunchy onion rings. These ain't taste normal. Thought they were good though. He's like, yeah, that's squid. Still ate it.
For all these years, hence why it's all a big secret. What they don't know won't stop him from buying burgers that taste delicious after all, so the fact that his patties are plant-based is something that he'd rather keep under wraps. This is why he's not afraid to pull out all the stops if it means no one finds out about the Krabby Patty's juicy secret. But is it really necessary? I mean, could it be possible that fish actually like red algae and thus would be receptive, if not intrigued by a burger containing it? Well, yeah, they do. Some fish are known to actually enjoy red algae as part of their daily diets. In fact, fish are actually known to enjoy and even benefit from many of the ingredients.
Bro, so it's a fucking red algae vegan burger? Yo, he got the sponsor at the end. You know I ain't watching that.
Ingredients listed in the Krabby Patty. Beans, chili peppers, onions, even turmeric. All are...
Nah, that kind of sounds gross, though. You're telling me that burger gonna be good, bro? A bean chili burger?
Things that fish have been known to eat, making it no surprise that they ended up in a successful formula for the Krabby Patty.
That does not look good mixed together.
There you have it, theorists. That is what's in a Krabby Patty. 4 cups.
What is this, like, goop that looks like bubble gum?
Of fava beans, 1 chopped onion, enough breadcrumbs to bind it, liquid smoke, chili pepper, turmeric, 1 teaspoon of a calcium supplement, flour, salt, seaweed sauce, and lastly, the big secret, red algae extract. And of course...
But that doesn't look good together. Maybe the liquid smoke might make, and the chili might make it taste good. You're gonna have to overpower the fucking fava beans. Yeah, they are not gonna be good. All right, that was a W vid, actually. All right, we gotta call it there, chat. Kind of a short fucking end. Or not a short end, an early end for the stream. But I do have to skedaddle. We will be doing a bit of a longer stream tomorrow, though, and probably Sunday as well. So W stream.